How much do you know about K-food? How much 한식 have you eaten?
We invite you into the world of Korean food, of course including the history and culture of it.
We'll introduce trendy foods and famous restaurants on Dish of the Day with
Chef Ryan Phillips.
Oh, it does smell delicious in the studio today. And it looks delicious as well. I'm watching our video stream right now. We got you in your lovely purple t-shirt, which was commented upon from Siska saying, so purpley. Sherry saying, cool shirt, Ryan.
Well, thank you.
And then the food on the tablet, which catches it in its camera, is projected onto our screen. And that looks amazing.
That's cool.
That looks all purpley as well. And now we've got it fully for you. So that's a quick preview to later on. How have you been holding up? It's been raining quite a bit recently, right? Farm's all right?
Yes. No, it's great, man. Our farm is kind of up on a little rise.
Yeah.
And so far, the drainage is going down nicely to the rice fields below.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's working out well.
So far, so good, man.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of rain forecast in my weather app for the next few days
We do.
well.
We do.
It seems like the rainy season this time, not too short. So it'll be about normal if it lasts, about 2-ish weeks.
Right.
Yeah. So
I just need to figure out a way to funnel the rainwater into the greenhouses to water the plants just enough, so I don't have to
that would be amazing.
go out and water every day. But
Is that what you're having to do at the moment?
absolutely. But I mean, it's good to go out and check on things, harvest. There's so many tomatoes right now, okra, long beans, peppers.
Nice. You're like getting
Constantly.
them in and using them for your food.
That's the fun part, you know?
Yeah.
That's the easy job. You can go out and harvest.
You're right. All the digging and like sowing the seeds are much more arduous. Today's hashtag, 뭉클. Are you familiar with this term, Ryan? 뭉클.
I was listening earlier. That you were saying it touched by something, is that right?
Yeah, it can be when something's sad, but also when it kind of touches you in a heart-warming way as well.
Right,
It can have
right.
like a big meaning.
Well, then definitely it relates mostly to the panchan-kage. The side dish shop is closing up at the end of the month.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah.
Has that been known for a while, or did you just find out recently?
it was kind of, they talked about it because the older woman who does all the cooking, she's in her mid 70s, and her shoulder is it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking 10-hour days.
Oh,
and
my
75.
goodness.
Yeah, 5 days a week.
Oh, so that's
she usually gets in before 9, and then would stay until like 6-ish. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So it's kind of lovely because you care about her health and stuff that she may be retiring.
Man, they have become like family. So I was like, no, you can't. Let's do something together.
Yeah.
How about you just work half days or just 2 days a week? Or come on. But I think they've already got it in their heads, to be on a break. And her son, who runs more to the front of the house and does a lot of cooking himself too. I thought for sure he would keep it going somehow, but he's ready for a break too.
Really?
They've been at it for 9 years. That's a long time to,
Okay.
it's nice to be able to take a vacation, take some time off.
Oh, so you're feeling a bit munkle, like
So
a
much,
bit
man.
emotional.
I'm
going
to eat there every day, every chance I get until the end of the month.
I hope you get good new neighbours as well. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, because neighbours can really make or break, like not just your home but your business
That
as well.
that
right?
is the silver lining. A German American or German Korean chef friend who is looking for a kitchen might. He's going to come take a look at it this week, and then we can collaborate next door to each other.
Fingers crossed, indeedy. Today's dish, then, that everyone who's been watching the video stream says it looks gorgeous. Wow. Peter says Bibim Mandu 보기만 해도 맛있어 보이네. Just looking at it makes it seem delicious. I've mentioned it there in that message. Bibim Mandu.
Bibim Mandu.
How would we describe this? Because our producer was like, how can I write this short and succinct in English? And I was like,
there's not really a good easy way.
Yeah, you'd have to like describe it in full. So we're talking about mandu as in our version of dumplings.
Right. And then more descriptive would be like pot stickers. They're not just steamed dumplings for this. You want some crunch. Yeah. So you can deep fry them. Yeah. And that's what's often done for this dish. Mm-hmm. In this case, I pan fried them.
Yeah.
And they get nice and crispy.
Yeah.
Of course, you'd want to do it right away. I got to drive in traffic up here, guys. So we might not get the crunch sound today. But I did leave all of the vegetables separate, which is a nice thing because we know Peter doesn't like perilla very much or cucumber.
Yeah. I don't really like carrot that much either, to be honest. Perilla... Maybe with this sauce that is also part of this. So yeah, the fried dumpling is that one aspect, is the mandu.
Right.
Although we don't say like kun mandu or tigim mandu. We don't specify that in the dish name, but it is fried. And then the other part, the bibim. So here's a photo of the dish. Yeah. That's referring to the rest of this and how then it's then mixed, like in bibimbap, right?
Right, exactly. That's why it has the bibim. Yeah. And you've got the sauce as well, but the sauce is a little bit different. There's a little more vinegar, definitely gochujang, some toasted sesame oil, some soy sauce, and then something sweet. I did honey in this case, but often rice syrup or sugar would be added.
Okay.
And then I did a little bit of meishiljong, the plum extract, to sweeten it up a little bit more, round it out.
Nice, yeah. So I saw some English translations as like a mandu or a dumpling salad, but that might be a bit misleading. If you look at the dish here, that's the setup that we've got today. Yeah, and then I saw another description for it was a spicy... I forgot what it was, mandu something. But I wouldn't say spiciness is the number one flavor you're getting here at all.
It's more sweet than spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, would you consider this a meal or a snack?
Yeah, I don't think
it's kind of a big snack.
Yeah.
But it's not quite a meal either.
No, I don't think you could just eat this, right? I don't think Koreans are just eating this as well. It might be one dish of a few.
Yeah.
If you go into like, I don't know, like a bunsikjip, one of the places that sells tteokbokki, right? But as a meal, a standalone meal, I think it's a bit too light, isn't it?
It could be a nice thing to like make... to take on a picnic, something like that?
Yeah, because you don't have to eat this hot, right? The mandu doesn't have to be hot. And here is what it looks like once it's been mixed together. So we've seen the standalone ones.
And so what you're doing is when you have the fried mandu, they can be a little greasy, right?
Yeah.
If everybody remembers those scenes in Old Boy, remember that movie?
Yeah.
And he's eating the same mandu every day because he's trapped for, like 20 years or something?
He's imprisoned in that room, isn't he?
Yeah. And they bring him the exact same fried mandu every day, and they're like soggy, greasy fried mandu.
Yeah.
But when you have the sauce and all the veg...
They're not looking outside. You can see there, finally.
The sauce and all the veg. It balances off that greasiness. And of course, if you pan fry them too, they're not going to be all that greasy.
No.
But it's still, there's some fattiness from the pork or beef. In this case, these are rib mandu. They're pretty good.
Oh, they look amazing.
Beef galbi mandu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never had those ones pan fried. I always have those for some reason steamed.
Yeah.
But the galbi ones, I think they're nicer for people who are a bit fussy because there's not loads of different ingredients in them.
Right.
Although
fewer vegetables.
The vegetable salad is balancing that out. Right?
Exactly, yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today, Bibim Mandu. Siska's saying it looks so colourful and so yummy. And then, when it's mixed together, it does kind of all turn into the colour of the sauce, I suppose, a kind of reddish colour. And that's what might make you think, oh, that looks very spicy, but it's not like it's... I would say tangy is a good way to describe the flavour. And we say 새콤달콤 a lot here in Korea to mean like a bit sour, a bit sweet. And that's a good way to go for it as well. And you made that sauce yourself?
Yes, sir.
Prepared it all?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this one. Okay, so why don't we make up our dishes at this point?
Yeah, that's what I did. I brought these so that you can just kind of grab whatever you want to put. So if you want to avoid more of the perilla.
Yeah. I might do.
What you have to have in this one, though, is definitely cabbage. Everybody agrees that it wouldn't be a proper bibim mandu.
Yeah, whether it's purple cabbage or the white cabbage, it doesn't matter. But you brought both. That's amazing. So I'm going to put some of that in here.
Notice how Peter just went straight for the mandu first.
Yeah, of course.
There's also scissors, so you can cut your mandu if you want.
Yeah, because usually it's not just as big mandu. They might cut it up in the finished version, right? If they bring it out pre-mixed, it wouldn't be giant mandus, I'd say, the majority of time. You've got red onions as well. I love red onions.
Yeah, red onions are the best ones to use in like a salad thing.
I'm definitely going to avoid the cucumbers.
Yeah, I saw that.
The white cabbage. And I think I might even put a bit of gennip because I think it will go well with the sauce as well. Like I said, I've been getting better at the perilla leaves, and these are really thinly shredded perilla leaves, so I think I'll be able to handle that as well.
Definitely no more crunch in our mandu after.
But there's loads of crunch in the vegetables.
That's true.
I'm imagining that's enough.
And then some sauce.
And scissors, I need you to understand that Korea uses scissors a lot in cooking, both before you've like cooked anything, but also once things are cooked at your meat restaurants and stuff like that. And I don't even know if other parts of the world, like even in this neck of the woods, use scissors, because we're in Japan on the weekend and we were eating, what was it? Some innards, like some intestine and stuff. And we asked for scissors to cut it because it was a bit too...
like you were silly, huh?
They're like, why do you want scissors? But in Korea, it can be used a lot. So you see, to cut the mandu, of course you use a knife and fork, but how much easier is this? It's so convenient, isn't it? Oh, look at your... Can you show your finished version there?
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, that looks amazing. How did you mix it? Just with the chopsticks and...
Yeah, just with chopsticks.
Give it a little try.
Use the spoon if you want to, brother.
So there, it's drizzled on like that, and then give it a good mix. Okay. And I'm going to say, let's wait until after the song break, right?
What?
To eat it. Is that okay?
You're mean.
It's
saw me
perfect
going
timing.
in for my bite. All right.
This one is BTS with Normal. Back for part 2, dish of the day. Chef Ryan in the studio. I made him wait for that song. Yeah, you can dig into today's dish, which is Bibim Mandu, which, as we said, is fried dumplings, this time stuffed with a kalbi filling, which is our marinated beef, and then it's got a salad with a sauce, and you mix it all together, hence the bibim, as in bibimbap, which is all the rice mixed together with all those ingredients. Look at that crunch. You can really hear all of those veggies in there. We got carrots, cabbage, cucumber, onions, and perilla leaves. And how does that taste? How do you describe that? Because you mentioned to me in the song break, you've not tried this before or heard of this before, yeah?
Right. This has gotten really big on social media lately. And I'm glad to try it. The vegetables stand out so much more than the mandu do. This is cool because the mandu makes it worth doing to people, right? Because fried mandu.
Yeah, you know, exactly. Everyone's attracted by that.
The vegetables is what make it so good.
Absolutely. Wow, yeah. The mandu is like the in-between of the vegetables.
Right.
The vegetables are so fresh, so crunchy. And then, as we mentioned with this sauce, it's not... I mean, there is a bit of spice. You can feel a tingle on your tongue, but that is not the overwhelming flavour here. There's more of a tang to it in a really nice way. Really fresh, a little bit sour, a little bit sweet. And yeah, this is usually served pretty cold. Like the mandu, it would have just been fried, but I don't think they usually serve those piping hot. They can leave those on the side and try and maintain the crunch through the vegetables as well. I'm assuming in a usual bibim mandu, the cucumber is quite key, and I've not put it in.
I grew that.
That's a homegrown cucumber.
Shame on you.
So sorry. But surely the moisture of the cucumber will make the mandu even more soggy. But this is a great combination. And like you said, for a meal, it's maybe not enough. But for like a... And we don't have this culture of having a starter as a salad or something like that. We don't have starters in Korean food, traditionally speaking. It's just all put on your table, right, at the same time. And so I think you'd just be having this as one of a few dishes on your table, especially for people in like their 20s and late teens.
I could see this as an appetizer.
Yeah, it would work,
in
right?
the West, even more than here.
Yeah, for sure. Like at a modern Korean, maybe fine dining place as well. You could see this
something
working.
like this, yeah. Because there's lovely flavors. It's not too spicy. Incredible crunch. It's playful. You can kind of build it yourself, and you get the little cheeky, fattiness from the fried mandu.
Absolutely, right. Depending on the flavour of the mandu as well, you get different flavour profiles. But like Ram said, it's more about the veg and the sauce, the salad aspect to this, and the mandu is just like the cherry on top. But with this kalbi one, you've got that kind of smokiness in it, right? That pulmat. Because they deliberately put that in, the flavour of the flames. Oh, but that is so good. I love it. And the perilla leaves, I've just put in a little bit. But that's a nice, subtle extra flavour as well. You got the juiciness from the inside of the mandu as well. I love that. I really love that. It's so good. And yeah, you've got that sharp tanginess to it, and the vinegar flavour comes through as well. And the salad, because it's so fresh and you can pick and mix. Oh, that's lovely. What would there not be to love about this dish?
I would highly suggest, folks, you can get these vegetables. The perilla leaf might be harder for you to find, but everything else is really easy all over the world. You could prep up all your veg. When your guests come over, add the sauce, mix it all up.
Yeah.
You could feed a lot of people with this. Have your mandu to the side.
Yeah.
You feed a lot of people with this, and it'd be just a crowd pleaser, fun thing to snack on while waiting for, burgers on the grill or whatever else you're doing that day.
As a dinner party, I think it'd be really fun to have this out there. And like you said, you pre-mix it, or you could say, look, go knock yourselves out and like make your own little salad, put on the sauce. And mandu here, of course, there will be some, but very few places that make it themselves, right? And homes as well, because our range of frozen mandu dumplings in Korea is unbelievable now, right?
Sherry wrote in, she wishes that there were some others available. She's just got the pork kind and other kind.
Okay, because in Korea now, we have lots of Chinese-inspired ones, like the xiaolong bao, I think it is, the soup ones. I don't think that would work so well with this. You wouldn't want soup in your mandu.
No.
You want ones that you can fry like this. So maybe even the Japanese style, gyoza, that might work as well. But we have
flat style ones we have here, or this style, right?
Yeah, because most of our mandus here, you can either steam them or fry them. They work both ways,
Well, and I noticed on the packaging this morning, too, it also said how to do it in the air fryer, because everybody's got an air fryer these days.
That's how we do
So you could spray them with just a little bit of oil, and then you get that kind of illusion of it being deep fried.
Yeah. And it's still really crunchy. I think this would not work with steam mandus very well at all. They'd just get really messy in there, wouldn't they? But if you've got these fried ones, there's that crunch to them on the outside as well. Siska says, you are matching with the purple cabbage or purple t-shirt.
Yeah.
And
that
you're
wasn't planned.
matching with the BTS colour.
This is my farm shirt.
Yeah, barefoot goddess. And BTS's fan colour is purple. We played BTS.
Well, there you go.
That's unbelievable.
Hey, trifecta hat trick today.
House Arena from Brazil says, I'm already eating with my eyes. Yeah, 'cause it looks amazing today. The colours absolutely pop and work. And Benny says, I've never tried it though, but Bibim Mandu sounds so good. And many countries have dumplings, but I don't think I've ever seen them eaten in this way before, with the salad and whatnot, right? Yeah. That's quite unique. And
so it's working on social media, I suppose.
Apparently, aside from these filled mandus, you can also do it with just the mandupié, which is the outer covering, right? The floury thing. Because I've seen somewhere they have really thin mandus which don't have anything in them. And you just fry those and put them in for the crunch.
That makes sense too.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that would be, okay, from the restaurant owner's perspective, that'd be a really cheap, fun appetizer that you could throw out. Low budget. You'd have a nice margin on that if you did something like that.
No filling needed whatsoever, right?
But even with the filling, I mean, it's more labor is your cost than the raw materials.
Yeah, and I'm assuming most restaurants, like those punshikjib, literally the flour-based restaurants, but we're talking about places that serve tteokbokki and ramyeon as well, they would be using frozen mandu, right? They wouldn't be making those in the kitchen for sure. And so that flat style of dumpling, known as napjak mandu, is famous in Daegu, and some are filled with just a few glass noodles, the sweet potato starch ones for japchae, and others I don't think have anything in, but no meat fillings is usually the case there. And yeah, that.
How do you feel about
good.
the Maymill?
The ones that are brown in color because they got the buckwheat.
Too healthy for Peter. I saw that.
They also are less crunchy.
Right.
You know, they taste more chewy, even when they're pan fried, right? So I'm not sure if that would work as well here.
Maybe not here, yeah.
Yeah, because you need that kind of crunch and that pop from the skin.
Those are the healthy version of mandu, though.
And because mandu, you know, it's not seen as a junk food here. I don't know from a chef's perspective, like frozen mandu, it really depends, I suppose, on the fillings, the quality of ingredients.
Absolutely.
Right?
And then, yeah, deep fried is a little excessive, but I've always loved pot stickers.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first time I had a pot sticker, I was probably about 12 years old, and then I just wanted that every time.
I didn't know that was a term. Is that for the like dumplings you get at like Asian restaurants, the pot stickers?
Yes, more often Chinese restaurants than a Korean restaurant, I suppose, in the States. But yeah, it became popular sometime in the 90s, I think.
And that's just what they're referred to in like American English as well.
Yeah, so it's a steamed dumpling that then's put into a pan with some oil and usually some scallions, and then served with some soy, scallion, maybe sesame oil sauce.
But I think because it's with the salad and the sauce, so even if you did think of this as slightly unhealthy, that really balances it
So
out.
true. So true, yeah.
And apparently, you know, like you said, the key vegetable is the cabbage, and you have to really thinly slice it like this, like we've got it in the studio. That is another key point as well. And try, as Ryan said, if you're going to have this as a party food, or if you're serving this anywhere, toss it together at the last moment. You don't want to be having this sit together with all
Not
that
for too
sauce.
long. Yeah, the sauce has soy sauce in there, which is salt. So it's going to pull the moisture out of the veg. And, you know, the cabbage will hold up pretty well, the carrot as well. But the onions, the cucumber, and the perilla leaves will water out quite a bit pretty quickly.
You don't want that. And so other foods that accompany this well at the bunsikjib are kimbap, so your seaweed rolls of rice with different fillings, and also omuktang, our fish cake soup.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
To have like a little broth.
Yes.
It's a clear broth
Yeah.
with those like kind of spongy fish cakes to go alongside of this colder dish.
Yeah, that would be perfect, wouldn't it? And this kind of salad with the sauce, you can use that for many things, but one tip our writer gave is jolmyeon, the chewy noodles. Those with this salad in this sauce,
That's so true,
go together perfectly. So you could make two different dishes for the price of one. Right, just a quick rundown then on the sauce one more time. So how like in terms of quantities and stuff?
For this amount that we have
Yeah.
here, which this made enough for, I would say, maybe 4 large portions of this dish.
Yeah.
2 tablespoons of gochujang.
Yeah.
And I got to give a shout out to Chef James Cantor. He made this gochujang.
Oh, wow.
He fermented it himself and left it with me when he had to go back to the States here recently.
Nice.
It's delicious. So 2 tablespoons of gochujang, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And in this case, I used a lighter soy sauce, like a soup soy sauce.
Okay.
Then a half a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. This is very important. I went a little over a half tablespoon because I love that nutty flavor that comes from the toasted sesame oil.
So delicious.
Then about a tablespoon of some kind of sweetener. In this case, I used honey, but a lot of folks would actually just use white sugar.
Yeah.
Or corn syrup or rice syrup. And then I wanted to round it out a little bit more, and that's why I added the 매실정, which it's a green plum extract that actually another friend made.
Yeah.
But you just put sugar onto green plums and let them sit for 100 days, and you end up with a syrup that comes naturally.
Nice. And then garlic as well?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. Yeah, just about a half a tablespoon of garlic as well.
Oh, that is amazing. Guys and girls, let us know what's in your fridge, any ingredients you may have, any dishes that you'd like some inspiration with. It could be like, I have chicken wings and I want to do something vaguely Korean, and we'll get to that in part 3. This song from Dragon Pony, Not Out. I helped
Peter
myself.
ate a lot during the break there.
Yeah, to another whole dish. And I put in some more of the sauce. And then I would say, if you're one of my British friends who cannot handle spice, you will think, oh, there is a big kick to this. Like, Korean standards, definitely spiciness is not the top flavor. But if you put too much sauce in, wow, there is a kick there.
Okay.
I can feel it. But it's good. It's lovely.
Yeah. I don't think of it as hot at all, but yeah.
The tanginess is really nice
But I know
as well.
I know I've had some friends where black pepper was like, this is spicy. I'm
Absolutely.
like, it's just black pepper.
We're talking about Bibim Mandu, or we have been talking about Bibim Mandu, which is our dumpling salad with the sweet and sour, tangy, slightly spicy sauce in there mixed together. And even if your mandus have had to go from Suwon to Seoul in the car and they're not crunchy, because the vegetables are so crunchy, it doesn't matter at all.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
So-
it makes your brain think, oh, it's crunchy, and that's it.
You could take this, just like I brought up here, 3 containers, sauce, mandu, and all your veg.
Keep those separate.
And take it on a picnic or a
Yeah.
road trip or something and just bust it out and mix everything together and people would be happy.
Brilliant picnic dish, absolutely. Okay, time for what's in your fridge. It's not too late to keep on sending in your questions, culinary ones. Where are you going to start? Is that...
I'll start with Halserino in Brazil. So Halserino says, I tried last week's episode, but I was not brave enough to fry the rice. If you guys remember, we talked about doing a thing from Laos where you make little balls of rice mixed with some egg and some red curry. And then after you make those little balls, deep fry them to where they get really, really crunchy, break them up, and then throw in some other ingredients like ham and whatnot.
Okay.
He says he tried it, but he was not brave enough to fry the rice, which is the most important part.
That would scare me as well.
Mais importante. But thanks for trying it anyway. He did say that he has a lot of potatoes at home, so please give me something to try with that.
Okay, potatoes.
What's your favorite way to do potatoes?
My mum does some great Korean-inspired, but I don't know if it's a traditional Korean dish, like braised in soy sauce with chopped onions in a little dukbegi, and they taste amazing. And you can also, after you finish that, put them in the fridge, have them as a cold banchan for a couple of days as well.
Yeah, what is that called in Korean? It's the kamja
jorim?
Jorim.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
So, Halserino, if you haven't ever tried kamja jorim, it's super easy to do. You only need a few ingredients. You're going to par cook your potatoes, parboil them.
Yeah.
I usually will cut them up into bite-sized pieces before I even do that. But don't overboil them. We don't want them really mushy.
No.
We want them to still hold together.
Yes, exactly.
And then you put them into a mixture of soy sauce, but not too much soy sauce. You don't want it super salty, so you got to thin it out with some water.
Yeah.
And usually some kind of sweetener is added, like honey or sugar or rice syrup. Actually, rice syrup is the most common one because they get really shiny. And garnished with toasted sesame seeds. But you're just going to kind of roll them around in a pan with that sweetened soy thinned out with water and get that flavor to stick to those potatoes.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're served like really sticky. I've seen it that way. Other times it's more liquid.
Yeah.
But always delicious. That's if you've never tried potatoes that way, that's a fun way to do it.
It's a great go-to. And in Korea, obviously, that's just another banchan, another side dish, right? You're still eating your bowl of rice and whatnot. And my mum does it, in a slightly unusual way where she's got loads of liquid in one of those stone dukbegis. She's got a lid on. And so you get a lot of flavor from the sauce. Put that into the rice, and again, pibyo, like pibim as well.
There you go,
She does it like in her own little way. I would say with kanja chorim, the regular style, I also like, I think it's still kanja chorim. You know the ones, the little new baby potatoes with the skin still on? Those are really good.
Always better.
Yeah.
Always better.
Yeah.
I never like to peel a potato if I don't have to.
No, that is a
always a little
pain,
better.
right? Isn't it? Because they're so irregularly shaped.
But the flavor is all there, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Try it, House Irina. Let us know. And not as scary as frying rice.
Right, absolutely. And then I wanted to look at Sherry's here. Hi, Sherry. She's got an interesting fridge. Says it's almost payday, so the fridge is pretty bare, but she's got
rice, crab meat,
green onions, garlic, eggs, gochujang, and gochugaru, and a bit of kimchi.
Some seaweed flakes and soy sauce and hondashi. I'm not sure what hondashi is.
Well, if you've got some good lump crab meat, there's only one thing, only one direction. And I think my family's listening right now, and they probably know what I'm about to say. But I used to love making crab cakes when I was a kid.
Oh,
Did you ever
really?
make crab cakes?
I got into crab cakes when I was much older. They started coming out on British cooking shows, and I love crab.
I think that's what happened to me too. Is I
Wow.
was in like middle school, I think, and I started seeing them on shows, and I was like, oh, I gotta make this.
They're great.
And I started just using the canned tuna that was in the house or canned salmon. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make this thing.
Nice.
And all you're missing there, Sherry, is really like a breadcrumb. You've got you mentioned the eggs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got that, but you could do a Korean variation of a crab cake. I've actually never done that, and now you inspired me to want to do a Korean variation of a crab cake
with some chili pepper paste or chili flakes, maybe.
Absolutely. Usually, I will put a little bit of Dijon mustard into my crab cakes. I think that helps a lot. But that would still go well with the gochujang. And then you could, if you're going to throw in the kimchi, I would fry the kimchi first.
Yeah.
Cool it down and then mix it in with your breadcrumbs, your egg, your crab meat, a little garlic. The green onions are also perfect. Put those into that same mix.
Nice.
And then make your little patties and just pan fry those suckers. And I think you'd be really happy with that.
That sounds delicious. Sounds like almost a version of chon. We don't do crab meat in chon. We sometimes do the fake seafood sticks on the toothpicks, the sanjok.
There's so much of the fake crab, but it's always baffled me why there's not more lump crab meat here. We have so much crab.
You can't find it in tins like in the West. Yeah, I don't know why. So whenever I go back to the UK, I buy that and bring it here. Like even for the egg drop crab meat soup from a Chinese restaurant. You don't find.
I think just now it did finally show up. I saw a post recently. And I was pretty excited to have to try it out. Yeah.
Wow, I'd love to give it a try. We also have some of your fam on board just saying their dinner menu at the moment.
I think so. Jeff wrote in peaches, chicken, goat cheese, and green beans.
Can you get goat cheese quite easily now here in Korea?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big box store sells it pretty cheap. And it's good. That's my hack for buldak bokumya.
Putting in goat's cheese.
Yeah.
Does it taste good?
It's so good. It calms down the spice and makes it creamy and really elevates it quite a bit.
Wow.
But I'm really curious as what they're doing. I was talking to my family on the way up. They're all together right now in Colorado, up in the mountains, and they were cooking together. I saw my dad cutting up peaches, and he had the chicken. I did not see the goat cheese, and they were trying to decide what to pull out of the fridge, which vegetable to use, and they must have opted for green beans. But I'm not. I mean,
what
definitely
do you do with peaches and chicken together?
Yeah, well, having it's summer, having a nice sweet element alongside.
And like a salad or something, not necessarily.
Actually, peaches are so versatile, man. You can grill them. I bet what he did is he probably put them in a pan, probably with a bit of butter. I know you. And maybe could have gone the cinnamon route. Peaches and cinnamon are amazing together.
Wow.
And then that kind of brings it to where you could put warm dollop of goat cheese next to that, and eating those together becomes really good. I'm not sure how he incorporated the chicken. I'll have to talk to him after the show and see what they did. But
that sounds really nice. Peaches. We have peaches like. What is peach in Korean again? Poksunga. But we don't really cook them ever here in Korea,
No, we really don't, do we?
Never. And sometimes we've got them in the cans with the syrup and you're just eating that as well normally. But cooked peaches in the West is a thing, right, sometimes. But
so good.
I want to try that with cinnamon, just in a pan with
and,
butter.
And another thing, habanero. Have you experienced
with
the
peaches?
Flavor? Habanero has like its own kind of peach flavor to it. Just
the
a
chili.
Bit. Yeah. They can be really hot, but you can also use, without the membrane and the seasons, and you get the flavor.
Yeah.
And peaches and habanero go incredibly well together.
Wow. All right. Maybe try that. Would a Korean 청양 gochu work with a peach?
I don't see why not. I might want to go with the firmer peaches. I'll have to play with
not the like really moist ones that kind of crumble apart. Yeah, that
we have some
work.
amazing peaches over here, guys. Really, all the fruit in Korea is amazing. And I think, spoiler alert, that might be what we're going to be talking about next week.
Oh, lovely stuff! I do love a good peach. In the summertime, I got memories going over to Sokcho, getting some from the market, and they were the ripest,
There's amazing
sweetest
fruit here.
peaches.
It's not cheap, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, that is a good warning. Bring your wallet if you want lots of good, high-quality fruit. Ryan, thank you so much. That was one of my favourites, the Bibim Mandu today. I'm going to try that at home.
Sure you don't want some cucumber?
No, thank you. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks, man.
Here is All Oil with Niagara for you.